All right guys, so you've progressed to the plated leg press. Obviously this exercise can be quite daunting to some people, quite scary, especially if you're new into the gym. It is okay, this machine is actually the best equipment for your legs and it's very, very easy to use. There's a little adjustment in the middle of the leg press, which is gonna decide whether or not your range of motion is smaller or larger. So obviously if you don't want your knees pressing all the way against your chest when you fail at a leg press, this bar can be moved up slightly and it can just protect the weight from coming down too low and actually preventing that kind of safety point where your knees kind of push into your chest. You don't want that. Sit that bar a little bit higher until you get more comfortable with the machine, and then you can obviously bring it down and increase the range of motion in the exercise. Next up with the exercise, depending on how tall you are, you can either pull the chair forward or keep it back. So it's just a latch on the back here that you're able to notch it forward or notch it back. That's nice and easy. There's only 2 settings, but depending on how comfortable you are in either position, you can decide that for yourself. When it comes to performing the leg press, you want to make sure you're in the most comfortable position possible. Obviously, when you do this movement, keep your hips back into the seat. I see too many people press the weight, lift their hips up, and then you're putting all the pressure on your back. That's not what you want. You also don't want to strain your neck too much. You can always sit your chest forward. That's not good if you cover your back. You're obviously adding more pressure to your back, activating those muscles in your back that do not need to be used. So I'd say keep your head back, but if you feel comfortable, you can lift your head up. That's not really too much of a problem. However, when it comes to actually pressing the weight, where do I put my legs? So if you want to be more quad dominant, bring your legs lower. Make sure you're pressing through your heels. Make sure your heels stay on the leg press. If you press through your toes and you lift your heels up, then you're going to press through your knees and actually applies pressure to your knees that you don't need. So make sure that you press through your heels. Keep your legs a little bit lower when it comes to pressing through your quads. When you press the plate up, press up, unlock the 2 safety hinges on the side, and then control the weight all the way down, keeping my heels on the plate, back to my knees, and then pressing out. The last thing you want to do in this movement is to press too high and lock out your knees like this. If you apply pressure with the weight that's on the machine onto your knees like this and you keep locking out, you're gonna affect that knee joint, and then over time, you could cause an injury, and obviously you've seen the videos, you could cause a hyperextension of your knee, which is not what you want when you do this movement. So be safe, keep your knees slightly bent the entire time. Even when you press, you come down, you press out, you keep your knees slightly bent. We never lock out our knees.